Hey, what's up guys, this is Fidgetfilms here, and today I'm going to be showing you basically how I optimize my keybinds to help me get better at the game quicker, and how I don't limit myself, or I try not to, and why I use an MMO mouse. So now I'm going to show you how you can optimize your movement and why it would be a problem in the first place if you have certain kinds of binds. Alright, so first off, as you can see I have my bottom bar set as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is not because I reach here, here, or anything. I never take my hand off my movement keys unless I'm editing. For instance, if I were to set, I know some people who do this. If you set E for some sort of build, let's say wall, or we'll say stairs, then if you're moving, you're gonna be taking your hand off the D key. There's no reason to be doing that if you don't have to. You want to set it to something else that's not really being used. Although you can still go quick, it can definitely limit you in certain circumstances. Especially if you have something where you have to let go of your W key. That is really, really bad. Like, you don't want to be, if anything, use your pointer fingers to be switching to these. But if you use your middle finger, that's really bad. For instance, if you want to try to run diagonally and build your stairs, like say with E, you'll have to either try to roll your finger off, or you'll have to you'll just have to jump and keep your momentum to keep moving in that direction, or just move this way, which isn't as optimal as just say putting it on one of these mouse keys here. And it makes it much easier because normally people only have 2 buttons here, but I feel like there's no point in really doing that because you're just limiting yourself, because you're already using these fingers to be pressing other buttons. There's no reason to compromise that by like moving your finger off to press, like say building or editing or any sort of thing like that. So if I have my builds set on my mouse here, then it's not interrupting any other action I've never done before. Like say if you have that 2 side button mouse, you're just basically adding more buttons and making it easier on your other hands to keep focused on your movement keys. Like here, I'm more able to just focus on my movement rather than also building and moving my hand off to other keys here, because I'm just pressing it all with my thumb here as I'm playing, and it just makes it much easier. Another reason I use the number pad on my mouse is because I absolutely love switching weapons. I do it all the time in all my games and everything, and it helps especially a lot. So for instance, if I take these shotguns and if I were to try to fight someone here and I'm trying to move back and forth, jump back and forth, and switch between 3 and 4, I'm not going to be able to. I'll move it here. If I'm trying to switch in between my 3 and 4, or any buttons, perhaps I'm letting go of my D and A key, and I can't move back and forth as efficiently because I'll have to keep taking my hands off those keys. So if I just have it here on my thumb pad here, I can easily just press 3 and 4 while playing. It does not affect my mouse movement, it doesn't affect my character's movement, and it doesn't compromise any of my other keys I need to be pressing. So I can just easily move back and forth and just shoot my shotgun shots and freely move as well. So for my binds here, what I have, I'll show you guys all my binds. Here on my mouse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is all set to my hotbar. 7 is set to my floors. 8 is set to stairs. 9 is set to walls, this button here. 0 is set to my pyramids, which have become very helpful in battle. I have dash here, which helps a lot with just keep, like, if I'm feeling tired and I just don't feel like holding shift the whole time, just auto run. That's very simple. I can just keep my hand off the keyboard. It's super nice. And then my last button here is equals, which are my traps. But that comes super useful when I'm trying to launch pad away, use bouncers, quickly trap people, or anything like that. And some of my other binds, so I used to have G as edit, but I never used F for anything, and I realized it's a lot closer, and it'd be much quicker than trying to move over to G to just press the key right next to it. So I just switched over to that, and I could just edit much faster. So it's all about basically just optimizing your keybinds and whatever's best for you. If you really honestly don't feel like using an MMO mouse, just try to keep your keys as compressed as possible. Like, try to keep it in this area if you can. If you're reaching over too far, will make it much harder to go quick, and it'll just limit your movement. Another thing you should stay away from is obviously using the F1 keys for anything, because it's way too far. For something else though, if you're using like say map and it's not something that you need instantly, that you could just set to whatever. I still have mine set to M, but I just play and I just move my thumb over to M. It doesn't really affect any of my gameplay. So basically the only keys I use instead of my movement keys, which is shift to run, control to crouch, and space to jump, is R to reload, E to pick up weapons, because that doesn't really mess up my movement too much, because I don't really need to be running diagonal and pick up a weapon, because usually you'll be looking straight at what you're going to pick up, and then you're just going to be holding W anyways. You just press E on it. And then F for edits, because I don't have any room left on my number pad, and also it's just super quick that way. I don't need to be moving to the side really when I'm editing, or if I can, I could do it quickly. It's not as important as something like building, because I won't be moving forwards and diagonal editing at the same time. Or if I am, I could just quickly press it, and it doesn't really affect my gameplay at all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If it was helpful, I just encourage you to change your keybinds. Leave a like, comment what your keybinds are, maybe your sensitivity or something. I'll leave my settings down in the description below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It's very appreciated. Thank you guys, and bye.
From a bird's eye view, you should grow feathers and see this too.